Hey guys, I'm back at it today. Got some few new little toys here. I might try to hang these up on the wall. They got a little deal behind them, but a little deal to plug in so you can put a screw or whatever in there and hold them on the wall. But anyway, I thought I'd try these. They're by DeVilbiss. They're called the Cups. And part of the issue I was having when I was painting, even though I put that car up in the air, this is so long it wants to hit the floor, which I know I can take that off and adjust it by doing this, but I didn't really want to. So I thought it'd be nice if I could turn this sideways or turn it upside down, different ways, and not have to worry about the lid falling off or having to tape the lid or having it plug a little hole in the top. There's just multiple things that can happen. But now with this system, I should be able to spray upside down. I wanted a smaller cup, but they didn't have one in stock, so I got a 32-ounce cup, but I got a 24-ounce liner in there. They said that's what most people do, and the liner's interchangeable basically. So I'm going to get another cup for it, a little smaller, that way I can get up under there better. But I'll probably go ahead and put it up in the air again like I did last time. But I wasn't really happy with what I did yesterday, so I went back over it again, and I'm way more happy with that. So just being nitpicky, I want it to be nice and straight. I don't want any surprises, so which I'm probably going to get some prizes anyway, but try to minimize them if possible. So anyway, that's the cup system. I'll let you guys know how it works. For me, I kind of kick back and forth between they have a SATA, they have 3M PPS system. They've got all kinds of systems going, but this one here, for the price, seemed like probably one of the better option. The SATA deal, I didn't really care for because it had a deal that popped in the top, and it looked to me like if you flip the gun upside down, you're still going to have issues. You couldn't paint completely upside down if you needed to, or kick your gun back like that, because it's going to let your paint drain out. So I didn't care for that deal too much, but I don't know. We'll see how this works out when I start spraying some sealer, or not sealer, but epoxy, because I'm going to go back over that thing in epoxy and get all those bare metal spots covered up. And so yeah, today probably just finished working on these door jambs and whatever else I can come up with. I still need to do something with this guy right here, so I still got some minor flaws and issues I need to take care of. But we're getting closer, and I'll just keep working on it. See you guys. Alright guys, I'm kind of winging this. Kind of winging a lot of it really, but the striker is adjustable in a lot of different areas to line your door up. And so what I want to do is make sure I don't get any filler in this area. So what I've opted to do is just take a pin, come to all the sides as far as it'll go, and then the bottom like that. So now kind of give me a reference to know where I don't want to put any filler, because I didn't do that on the other side and I had to sand that filler away from that area. So I'm trying to save myself a little bit. It's not a lot of work, just a little bit. So now when I lay my filler, I'll be sure to feather it out around this edge here. And so yeah, I try to transition it real smooth into that to where you're not really able to see any funky areas. Alright guys, I'm going to get on this. I'm going to go ahead and put a little filler on that, kind of straighten that out some. I've got some welds that I need to take care of here on the sides, and I'll kind of bring you along for that here in a few minutes. And that's it for now. All right, guys, I thought I'd show you this real quick. I bought actually 2 of those adapters for my Iwatas, and so now I've got a setup for both, one for paint, one for clear or sealer or whatever. Also, I watched the Gunman quite a bit, and he really liked this. I ended up ordering this from the UK, and I'm trying to remember the site. Spray Guns Direct, I think. And anyway, it's just a real cheap regulator, but you adjust it right here. And he was talking about how nice that was, and he said he really likes it. And I saw him, he's using it on one of the guns he has. And I thought, if it's good enough for him, I'll give it a shot. This one I have on this gun is a DeVilbiss, and then I went ahead and bought another DeVilbiss that's got all, like this one. I think it's a GTI. Yeah. And it got kind of mixed reviews, so kind of, whatever. Deregulate your air. I don't know how, whatever. But anyway, those are my guns. Of course, you guys have seen this Iwata. It's the Gunsa. I've got two different tips, a 2.0 and a 3.0 for it. And then I got an old primer gun here, but I use this one for primer. So I usually don't use this gun too often. And that's really about it for today. I've got those hung up on the wall there. You can see kind of a neat little package deal. You can see here you got your liners, and then here you got all your lids. So if you got paint that you want to use, you can put the lid on it, pop a little cap in it, and you're good to go. Progress on this today. I got a little crazy again, but you guys probably remember when I first started this car, I did a bunch of work under here, and I tried to straighten all this out real good. Well, I never did any body work. It's just, I just straightened it out metal wise, so when I run my hand down it still felt ripply. And I thought, I did this one, might as well do that one. I am not going to do that one because there are some areas that I just could not get to from inside or pull or anything like that. But regardless, these. And my thought was, what's one of the first things you do when you're going to buy a car? You lay down, you look underneath it for leaks and rust and whatever, and you might look down that panel, and it's going to be really nice. At least these here are going to be really nice. This here is not really going to matter. That there, went ahead and left that out for the striker. Left a circle, kind of try to blend that out good. We'll see how that works out. This side here, I did the same thing. It's pretty well done. You can see I got some glazing putty in a few little spots here. I had a high spot, so I went ahead and tapped it down. Just a couple little tiny spots, but yeah, for the most part, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but that's pretty much it. A lot of the same. I need to round this corner a little bit. I haven't even done that yet, but yeah, right here I got to round that off. It's a little sharp. But that's pretty much it for that. Same on that one. I left it out, away from. Basically, what I wanted to do there was cover up the welds. I had a weld here, and I had some welds here, and I had some welds here. I had the welds here. So I wanted to cover those up because those are plug welds. They don't look like factory spot welds, and you can tell they're just kind of ugly, just not, and so I said this on a previous video, and I'll probably do it to this car. But what I plan on doing is when I spray my primer coats, put pretty, 3 or 4 good coats of high build on. Kind of let it tack up for a minute. Just take that pencil eraser, make me a little round spot in the primer, and those will replicate factory spot welds. I'll do the same thing down through here in my primer. Probably do it up here too, where I had some spot welds, just to kind of make it look as factory as possible. If this ever has to be replaced again, somebody's going to be pissed when they start grinding these little areas down and there's no weld underneath it. But you know what? It is what it is. He'll figure it out. But yeah, that's my plan on that. And I've never done it, but my boss at the shop was telling me about it, and he was telling me the same thing. He goes, it's kind of shitty because the next guy, if they ever have to replace anything, they're going to be grinding on those or using a spot weld bit and not going to be able to do anything. So I think it's getting ready to rain, so I'm going to have to pull this truck in before it starts raining, if it hadn't already. But anyway, I don't feel like I got a whole lot done, but that was a lot of work, blocking those down and getting them all hooked up. So yeah, but those are done. I feel pretty good about it. They're ready for a little bit of epoxy and then some high build. Pretty much I got to do the roof. This I blocked out the other day, and it actually blocked out pretty nice. I don't think it's going to need any more slick sand. It's nice and smooth. There's a couple of little areas right here and right here that are just a little bit low. Yeah, this area here is not even, but you can barely feel that. But I think I'll just use a little bit of putty coat on that, and I think this thing will be ready for some high build as well. So I don't know it's necessarily that important for me to slick sand that if it doesn't need it. So, but I am going to slick sand the roof and these rear panels. So, and that'll probably take up the gallon that I have. I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not used to using it, so I don't know how far it'll stretch. So, all right, guys, coming along. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.